Hello everyone, welcome to MAFC. Today we will discuss the BLLB question paper of Jamia Millia Islamia that is being conducted on 25th of June. So I have set number B of BLLB entrance. So we will start with the first question that is of one word substitution. Uh, a person who is indifferent to pains and pleasures of life. So option A is the correct answer. That is stoic. Moving on to second question. A disease which spreads by contact. A disease which spreads by contact. Question number 2 of one word substitution. So the answer of this question is contagious. Option C is correct for this question. Moving on to third question. One who believes in the power of fate. So the correct option for this question is fatalist. Moving on to fourth question, that which cannot be corrected. So it's a simple question. Option D is correct. That is incorrigible. Question number fifth of one word substitution. Question is one who has little faith in human sincerity and goodness. Correct answer for this question is cynic. Option D is correct. That is cynic. Moving on to next section of this English BLLB question paper. Pick out the appropriate antonyms of the word. Question number 6, that is word is provocation, and for provocation the opposite word is pacification. So option B for provocation, that is pacification, is correct. Moving on to question number 7, uh, the word is industrious. The word is industrious. For industrious the opposite word is indolent. That is option B of question number 7. The question is industrious and the correct answer is indolent. Moving on to eighth question. The word is concede, and for concede option number B, that is refuse. Option B for concede, that is refuse, is correct answer. Moving on to question number 5 of antonyms. Stringent. Stringent is something that means strict, and for this strict is like option number C, that is lenient. Your everybody knows what lenient means. Okay. Moving on to 10th question. The word is loquacious. I think it is of CLAD previous year question. Like in CLAD, they have asked the synonyms of loquacious, but in VLLB, they have asked the antonym. So loquacious is like the correct answer is option A, that is reticent. Okay. Moving on to the next section, that is synonyms. Pick out the synonyms of the word. That is question number 11. The word is differ. For differ, uh, differ that something means for the future purpose, like to postpone something. So the correct answer for this word differ is like synonym is postpone. Moving on to next word. The next word is cease. Cease means to stop something. So the correct option for the word cease is stop. Moving on to the next word, that is question number 13, germinate. Germinate is something like to grow. So the correct answer for this word germinate is option number D, that is sprout. Okay. Moving on to question number 14, the word is altercation. Okay. The word is altercation. Option number C, that is heated dispute, is the correct answer for altercation. Moving on to the last question of synonyms. Uh, Prohibit. The word is prohibit, and prohibit means forbid. Option number C for the word prohibit, forbid, is the correct answer. Then moving on to next page, that is of spellings, I guess. Question number 16. Find the correct word, spelled word. The correct spell word is aggrandize. That is option number B. Option number B. This is the correct spelling for aggrandize. Uh, okay. Then moving on to next question. That is question number 17. find the correct spell word for aberrant. The correct spelling of aberrant is given in the option C of the question. Moving on to question number 18. Question number 18 has asked the correct spelling of the word integrity. So integrity is correctly spelled in the option A, that is Integrity. Okay, that is option A is the correct for the word integrity. Moving on to question number 19. They have asked abstemious, correct spelling of abstemious. So abstemious correct spelling is given in option number C, Abstemious. Okay, and then the last question for the spelling word is capricious. That is question number 20. The correct spelling of capricious is given in option A of option number A, that is Capricious. So this is the correct spelling of capricious. And moving on to next section. Next section is mathematics, I guess, maths and reasoning. They have asked how many years have 29 days in February from 2001 to 2100. Okay, so the correct option is option number D, that is 24. The question is how many years have 29 days in February from 2001 to 21,000. Okay, so the correct option is option number D, that is 24. Moving on to the next question of maths and reasoning section. In 2012, January 1st is Sunday. Then which day is the Indian Independence Day of the same year? The question is, I repeat, in 2012, January 1st is Sunday. Then which day in the Indian Independence Day of the same year? So the correct option for this question is Wednesday. That is option B. The answer is Wednesday. And moving on to the number series question, like it is shown on your screen. The series are 7, 10, 8, 9, 10. Then like it is very easy series. So the correct option for this series is option number B, that is 10. Going on to the next series question, that is question number 24. They have asked the missing number in this series, and the series is shown on your screen. And the correct option for this question is option number D, that is 286. It is very simple, like they have asked 3 plus 3, and the addition of like both the ends is given in the middle number. So like 3 plus 3, they have asked 6, 2 plus 5, 7, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. So similarly, 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. That is being given in the option number D in the middle. See, okay. Moving on to the next question. They have asked the missing number again from number series. Like they have asked 3 questions till now from the number series. So the series is 95 plus 115.5, 138, and the missing number. So the correct option for this is option number B, and the correct number is 162.5. Like they have added 95 plus 20.5, so it equals to 115.5. And then in 115.5 they have added 22.5, that gives 138, and in 138 they have added 24.5. So the correct that gives to 162.5. Okay, moving on to like this is the 4th question from number series. That is question number 26. Find the missing number in the series 310 101. Like it is shown on your screen. 3 3s are 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. 10 into 10, 100 plus 1, 101, and 100 into 100, that gives option number C. That is 10202. Okay. Moving on to the next question of maths section. The question is rupees 324 is divided among 3 friends A, B, and C in the ratio 5:6:7. They have asked what is the base shares of money. Like it is a very simple question of ratio and proportion. Like 5x plus 7x plus 6x is equal to 324. Like 18x is equal to 324. 324 upon 18, that gives you 108. So option B for this question is correct. That is 108. Moving on to the 5th, like they have asked 5 questions from number series, and the question is find out the wrong number in the series, and the series is on your screen. 3, 8, 15, 24, 34, 48, 60. It's like very simple. 3 plus 5 gives you 8, 8 plus 7. Like they have added 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 2. So the 3 plus 5 gives you 8, 8 plus 7 gives you 50, 15 plus 9 gives you 24, and 24 should be added with 11. But here in the number series they have added with 10, so the wrong number is 34, and 34 is given in option number B, and option number B, that is 34, is the correct answer for this question. Moving on to next question, that is question number 29. What is the angle between the two hands of a clock when the time shown by clock is 6:30? So particularly the correct answer for this question is 15 degree, I guess. But here in the option they have not given the anything like 15 degree. So like they'll correct it. So don't worry about it. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 30 of maths. I guess this is the last question of maths. And the question is, a train of 100 meters long running at 54 kilometer per hour takes 20 seconds to pass a bridge. The length of the bridge is like it's normal speed and distance question. The answer is option number C, that is 200 meters. Okay. Then moving on to the next question. Next question, I guess this section starts of GK or legal, I guess. Question number 31. The question is, which of the constitutional provisions grants protection to persons who are arrested or detained? This is a question from fundamental rights. It is very easy. And the correct answer is Article 22, that is given in option D. Okay. Moving on to the next question. This question is from history, I guess. Which of the following inscription mention the trade contracts between Mesopotamia and Harappan civilization? So the correct answer for this question is cuneiform, that is given in option A. I repeat the question. Which of the following inscription mention the trade contracts between Mesopotamia and Harappan civilization? The correct option for this question is option number E, that is cuneiform. Moving on to the next question. It is also a very easy question from legal section, I guess. Who is known as the framer of the Indian Penal Code? Like whoever started studying about the BLLB, then he must be knowing about this. So the correct answer is option number C, and that is Lord Macaulay, the framer of the Indian Penal Code. Okay. Moving on to the next question, question number 34. The term green steel refers to green steel refers to option number C is the correct answer for this question, and green steel refers to steel made through steel making process that lowers greenhouse gas emissions. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Next question is, in a law, a man is presumed to be dead if he is not heard of as alive for how many years? So the correct option for this question is question option B, that is 7 years. If a man is like not heard for a period of 7 years, he or she will be declared as dead. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 36. The element which is constituent of chlorophyll and gives green color to the leaf of a plant. So the correct option for this question is option number D. Option number D is magnesium. So magnesium gives chlorophyll a green color to the leaf of the plant. Okay. Moving on to the next question. It is of part 4A. It is very simple question, fundamental duties. They have asked how many duties are provided under part 4A of the Constitution. Everyone knows about it. Like it is very simple question. The correct option for this question is option B. That is 11 fundamental duties are being mentioned in part 4A of the Constitution. Moving on to the next question. They have asked Basel third accord, or simply Basel third seeks to. What is the meaning of, like, what does Basel third accord means? So it means improve banking sector's ability to deal with financial and economic stress and improve risk management. So the correct option for this question is option number B, and that is, I repeat, improve banking sector's ability to deal with financial, economic stress and improve risk management. Okay. Uh, I repeat, they have asked Basel third accord. What does Basel third accord means? And option B is correct. That is improve banking sector's ability to deal with financial and economic stress and improve risk management. Moving on to the next question, question number 39. In question number 39, they have asked, the Global Climate Change Alliance, that is GCCA, was established by the Global Climate Change Alliance, that is GCCA, was established by European Union. It's very simple question of like organization, international organizations. Uh, Moving on to the next question, there was in which of the following groups are all the four countries members of G20 are being mentioned. So the correct option for this question is option number A, that is Argentina, Mexico, South Africa, and Turkey are like four countries that are the members of G20 group. Moving on to the next question. Next question is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana is aimed at. So the correct answer for this question is bringing the small entrepreneurs into formal financial system. Option number A for Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana is aimed at bringing the small entrepreneurs into formal financial system. Option number A is correct for this question. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 42 of it is of legal section. A wife on legal separation from a husband may be entitled to alimony. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option number B, that is alimony. If anyone has any problem, they can comment, write in the comment box. Okay. Moving on to the next question, question number 43. In question number 43, there was in which of the following years delimitation commission was not set up. It is basic question. We have taught this question in our class also. Like it is given in our mock also. So the correct answer for this question is 1993. In 1993, delimitation commission was not set up. Rest are in other three options, delimitation commission was being set up. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option number B, that is delimitation commission was not set up in 1993. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 44. Question number 44 is Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action is Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action is so option number C is correct, and option number C is states an agenda for women's empowerment and outcome of World Conference convened by United Nations. Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action is correct option for this question is option number C, an agenda for women's empowerment and outcome of World Conference convened by the United Nations. Moving on to the 45th question, it is of polity, I guess. Electoral disputes arising out of presidential and vice presidential elections are settled by very simple basic questions of polity. Option number C is correct, that is Supreme Court of India. Supreme Court of India settle disputes arising out of the elections of presidential and vice presidential. Okay, moving on to the next question. Next question is next question is question number 46. The plan of Sir Stafford Cripps envisages that after the Second World War, India should be given dominion status. That is option number D. Option number D is correct for this question. The plan of Sir Stafford Cripps envisages that after the Second World War, India should be given dominion status, but it was not given after the Stafford Cripps, as we all know. It is of modern history question. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 47. They have asked, judges of Supreme Court can be removed from their office. So judges of Supreme Court can be removed from their office by president. Like they have mentioned the word impeachment, and that is for like confusing these students. But the authority that who can remove the judges of the Supreme Court is the president. President appoints the judges of the Supreme Court, and president is only responsible to remove them from their office. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Next question is Montague Chelmsford proposals were related to social reforms. Montague Chelmsford proposal. It was of like I guess is representation of the peoples in the Indian elections. So it is related to social reforms, and social reforms is mentioned under option A, that is option A, that is social reform. Social reform basically means representation. Montague claims for proposal was related to representation of the Indians in the elections, and it is being related to social reforms, I guess. Okay, then moving on to next question. Next question is question number 49. What is greenhouse protocol? What is greenhouse protocol? So greenhouse protocol is something that is being given in option A, and option A is it is an international accounting tool for government and business leaders to understand, quantify and manage greenhouse gas emissions. So the correct option for greenhouse gas protocol is option A. Option A is states it is an international accounting tool for government and business leaders to understand, quantify and manage greenhouse gas emissions. Moving on to the 50th question. We have discussed 50th question till now, and 50th question states what is grease lightning 10, that is GL10? What is grease lightning 10, that is GL10? And the correct option for this question is option A, which states electric plane tested by NASA. Green lightning 10 is a electric plane tested by NASA. Now moving on to the next section. The next section is of English. Fill up the blanks by choosing the most appropriate option. So it is 51 question of English section. English section, fill in the blanks. The question states, Sanjay failed in the examination because none of his answers were dashed to the questions asked. So the correct fill up for this question is pertinent. Pertinent is given in option number C, and option C is correct for this question. So I repeat the question. Sanjeev failed in the examination because none of his answers were pertinent to the question asked. Moving on to the next fill up. Next fill up is of question number 52. The question is, there are dash views on the issues of giving bonus to the employees. There are dash views on the issue of giving bonus to the employees, and the correct filler for this question is given in option B, and option B states divergent. So I repeat, there are divergent views on the issues of giving bonus to the employees. Moving on to the next filler. Next filler states, man who has committed such an dash crime must get the most severe punishment. Man who has committed such an dash crime must get the most severe punishment. So the correct option for this question is given in option number D. Option D states abominable. So the fill-up states that man who has committed such an abominable crime must get the most severe punishment. Moving on to the 54th question, it is of fill-up only. He has dashed people visiting him at his house because he fears it will cause discomfort to neighbors. So the correct option for this fill-up is given in option number C. Option C is correct. Option C states stop. He has stopped people visiting him at his house because he fears it will cause discomfort to neighbors. He has stopped people visiting him at his house because he fears it will cause discomfort to neighbors. Moving on to the next filler. Next filler is, although he never learns to read, his exceptional memory and inquiring mind eventually made him a very dash man. I repeat the question. Although he never learns to read, his exceptional memory and inquiring mind eventually made him a very dash man. These are questions given from Exam Veda, I guess. All the fill-ups are given from Exam Veda. And the correct option for this question is option B, that is erudite. So I repeat the question with the answer. Although he never learns to read, his exceptional memory and inquiring mind eventually made him a very erudite man. Moving on to the next fill-up. Next fill-up is of question number 56. More insurers are limiting the sale of property insurance in coastal areas and other regions, dash natural disasters. So I repeat, more insurers are limiting the sale of property insurance in coastal areas and other regions, dash natural disasters. So the correct fill up for this question is given in option D, prone to. So I repeat with the answer. More insurers are limiting the sale of property insurance in coastal areas and other regions prone to natural disasters. Moving on to the next fill up. Next fill up is there is a good dash for a picnic. So the correct option is option B. That is a spot. This is a good spot for a picnic. Moving on to the next fill up. Like they've given many fill up questions till now. The question states the Christmas tree was dashed with stars and other decorative items. The Christmas tree was dashed with stars and other decorative items. So the correct option for this question is adorned. The that is given in option A. The Christmas tree was adorned with stars and other decorative items. Moving on to the next question, question number 59. Question 59 states, a wise person is one who learns from his dash. A wise person is one who learns from his mistakes. So mistakes is given in option number B. Option B states mistakes. A wise person is one who learns from his mistakes. Moving on to the next question, question number 60. Many companies ask their employees to sign a dash of secrecy. So option B is correct for this question. Option B states bond. Many companies ask their employees to sign a bond of secrecy. Moving on to the next question. Next question is of economics. That is question number 61. Inflation that involves from the past events and continues to affect the current economic condition is known as built-in inflation. And built-in inflation is given in option D. Built-in inflation is something that involves from the past events and continues to the current events. So basically, the correct option for this question is option D, built-in inflations. Moving on to the next question. Next question is of question number 62. Question number 62 states, the first Winter Olympics were held in 1924 in which of the following countries? The first Winter Olympics were held in 1924 in which of the following countries? So the correct option for this question is option B, that is France. The first Winter Olympics in 1924 was conducted in France. Moving on to the 63rd question. The Panchsheel Agreement served as foundation for relations between which two countries? The Panchsheel Agreement served as the foundation for relations between which two countries? So the correct option for this question is option A. That is the Panchsheel Agreement is between India and China. China is given an option A of the question. Moving on to the next question, they have asked Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan is a national campaign to eradicate the practice of manual scavenging and rehabilitate the manual scavengers. So option C is correct for Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan is a national campaign, and option C states eradicate the practice of manual scavenging and rehabilitate the manual scavengers. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 65. In question 65 states, name the smallest black hole in the Milky Way galaxy. Name the smallest black hole in the Milky Way galaxy. And the correct answer for this is option A, that is the unicorn. Unicorn is the smallest black hole in the Milky Way galaxy. Moving on to the next question. Next question is of statements. And statement states that consider the following statements. If an MP MLA is convicted for a crime and is sent to jail for 2 years or more, he will be disqualified from contesting election for 6 years from the time of release. This is the correct statement. Moving on to the second statement. Second statement states, even if a person is on bail after the conviction, he is disqualified from contesting an election if his appeal is pending for disposal. So option like both the statements and are correct. So option C is, that is both 1 and 2 are correct. ठीक है, option C, that is both 1 and 2 are correct. Moving on to the next question. Next question is, Strait of Hormuz connects which of the following water bodies? State of Hormuz connects which of the following water bodies? So correct option for this question is option B, that is Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Strait of Hormuz connects Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 68. Hunter Commission was set up in 1919 for investigating, very easy question, this is of a modern history question, for Jallianwala Bagh massacre. And Jallianwala Bagh massacre is given in option B. A Hunter Commission was set up for the inquiry of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Moving on to the next question. In which of the following cases the Supreme Court of India has fixed the upper limit of 50% for reservation? And it is of Indra Swani case 1992. That is given in option D. In which of the following case the Supreme Court of India has fixed the upper limit of 50% for reservation? In the Swani case, it is also known as a Mandal Commission case also. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 70. The Falkland Island issue is a dispute between which of the two countries? This case is like pending in ICJ, International Court of Justice, and the correct option for this question is option B, UK and Argentina. UK and Argentina. The Falkland Island issues is a dispute between which of the two countries, and the correct option for this question is UK and Argentina, that is option B. Moving on to the next question. The Farzad 8 gas field is located in the Farzad 8 gas field is located in that is option number D, in Persian Gulf. The Farzad 8 gas field is located in Persian Gulf. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. Question number 72. Which among the following committees related to personal data protection? So option D, that is BN Sri Krishna committee, is a committee related to personal data protection. Option D is correct. That is BN Sri Krishna committee. BN Sri Krishna committee related to personal data protection. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 73rd. There was Saffir-Simpson scale is used to measure. Saffir-Simpson scales is used to measure wind speed of hurricanes. Wind speeds of hurricane, and that is option B is correct. That is wind speed of hurricane for this question. Moving on to the next question. Next question they have asked, Boltzmann medal is associated with which of the following fields? So Boltzmann medal is given in the statistical physics, related to a person working in the statistical physics. So option A is correct for this question, and option A states statistical physics. The Boltzmann the Boltzmann medal is associated with which one of the following fields? And the correct option for this question is option A, statistical physics. Moving on to the next question, the question number 75. They have asked, Nomia Accord is related to. So option D is correct for this question. Nomia Accord is related to decolonization plan for the New Caledonia proposed by France. Decolonization plan for New Caledonia proposed by France. Moving on to the next question, question number 76. Question number 76 states, the Pearl River drains from an estuary in which of the following water body? So the correct option for this question is option D, that is South China Sea. The Pearl River drains from an estuary in South China Sea. Moving on to the 77th question, it is of economics. The term open market operations is related to with which one of the following? Open market operation is related to government securities, and government securities given in option A. So option A is correct for open market securities, that is government securities. Moving on to the next question, that is question 78. PM Gati Shakti scheme is related to which of the following? PM Gati Shakti scheme is related to which of the following? So the correct option for this question is option C. Option C states infrastructure development for multi-modal connectivity plan. Infrastructure development for multi-modal connectivity plan. It is given in option C. The correct answer is option C. Moving on to the 79th question. There was the Nord Stream 2 is a gas pipeline between which of the following two countries? The Nord Stream 2 is a gas pipeline between which of the following two countries? And the correct answer for this question is Russia and Germany. So it is given in option B, and the correct answer is Russia and Germany. Russia and Germany are the two countries in which Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline is like connected. So moving on to the next question, question number 80. The Bradykinin hypothesis is related to the Bradykinin hypothesis is related to, and the correct option for this question is option A, that is SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV-2. Option A is correct for this question. Moving on to the next question. The Prarambh Summit is associated with which one of the following? The Prarambh Summit is associated with which one of the following? And the correct option for this question is option B, that is startup ecosystem at international level. Startup ecosystem at international level. And the correct option for this Prarambh Summit is option B. Moving on to the next question, there was question number 82. The convention protocols that mandates the sharing of benefits derived from the use of genetic resources that are covered by Convention on Biological Diversity. I repeat the question. The convention protocol that mandates the sharing of benefits derived from the use of genetic resources that are covered by Convention on Biological Diversity. And the correct option for this question is option A, that is Nagoya Protocol. The correct option is Nagoya Protocol. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 83. And the question states there's Nagorno-Karabakh region is a disputed territory between which two countries? The Nagorno-Karabakh region is a disputed territory between which two countries? And the correct option for this question is option D, that is Armenia and Azerbaijan. That is Armenia and Azerbaijan. The Nagorno-Karabakh region is located between the two territories, and the two territories are Armenia and Azerbaijan. Moving on to the next question. Next question is, that is question number 84. Sorry. The question number 84 states cataracts in eyes are formed due to breakdown and clumping of which of the following in the lens of the eye? Cataracts in eyes are formed due to breakdown and clumping of which of the following in the lens of eyes? And the correct option for this question is option A, that is protein. Moving on to the next question. Next question is Eraconomics economic model ensures profit in which of the following? Eraconomics economic model ensures profit in which of the following? And the correct option for this question is option A, that is agriculture. Eraconomics economic model is related with agriculture. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 86, and that states the Sydney Dialogue is an annual summit on cyber technology. The Sydney Dialogue is an annual summit on cyber technology, and cyber technology is given in option B. Moving on to the 87th question. 87th question states the freedom of press under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution is restricted on which of the following grounds? So basically there was the restrictions on Article 19, that is freedom of press mentioned in Article 19, and they have given 4 points. Like all 4 points are correct. These are the grounds on which restrictions can be made on freedom of press, and the first point is sovereign integrity of India, contempt of court, defamation, incitement to an offense. So option D, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4, all are correct for this question. Moving on to the 88. 88 question states National Mission for Manuscripts is under the aegis of which of the following ministries? So it is between Ministry of Tourism and Culture, but here it is mentioned Ministry of Culture, and so the correct option is option B, that is Ministry of Culture. The National Missions for Manuscript is under the aegis of which of the following ministries? That is given in option B, that is Ministry of Culture. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 89. Which of the following is the function of T cells? Which of the following is the function of T cells? So T cells are responsible for immune response, and response is given in option A, and option A is immune response. So basically, option A is correct for this question. Moving on to the 90th question. The Malimat committee is related to that, like this is the very common committee, like every law aspirant should know. So it is related to reforms in the criminal justice system. Malimat committee is related to reforms in the criminal justice system. So option A is correct for Malimat committee. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 91. The National Startup Awards 2021 is an initiative of which of the following? So it is an initiative of Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and Ministry of Commerce and Industry is mentioned in option C. The National Startup Awards 2021 is an initiative of which of the following? So option C is correct. That is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Moving on to the 92nd question, it is a statement-based question, like related to Election Commission of India. So I read the question. The question speaks with reference to the Election Commission of India. Consider the following statements. First statement is Part 15 of the Indian Constitution deals with the establishment of ECI. That is true, like Article 324, and 324 falls under Article Part 15. Moving on to the second statement. Second statement states it was a multi-member body. It was made a multi-member body by the Election Commissioner Amendment Act 1989. It is also true. Like we have, I guess, 3 or 4 commissioners, excluding the Election Commissioner. Then moving on to the third statement. The third statement states the Chief Election Commissioner can be removed from office only through a process of removal, similar to that of Supreme Court judge. It is also true. So basically all these statements are correct, and that is 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So it is given in option D. That is 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Moving on to the 93rd question. 93rd question is the term golden crescent and golden triangle is related to, so basically is related to drug trafficking routes, and it is mentioned in option B. Golden crescent and golden triangle is related to drug trafficking reports. Moving on to the 94th question. 94th question states which article of the Indian Constitution grants special powers to some states in the country, and that is Article 371. Option C is correct for this question. Which of the Indian Constitution grants special powers to some states in the country? That is Article 371. Moving on to the next question. Question number 95. The Davos Summit is associated with which of the following? The Davos Summit is associated with which of the following? It is associated with World Economic Forum, like it is from the question of international organization. Option B is correct for this question, and option B states World Economic Forum. The Davos Summit is associated with World Economic Forum. Moving on to the next question, question number 96. Which of the following act is also known as St. Helena Act? Charter Act 1833 is also known as St. Helena Act, and option D for this question is correct. Option D states Charter Act of 1833. Moving on to the 97th question. 97th question states the TSR Subramaniam Committee is associated with which of the following? The TSR Subramaniam Committee is associated with which of the following? And it is like associated with the establishment of Indian Environment Services. Option B is correct for this question. Establishment of Indian Environment Services. Moving on to the 98th question. 98th question is match the following. I guess no, not match, but like not correctly match. So they have asked the from the constitutional amendments, and they have asked like which are the mentioned constitution are correctly matched. First amendment we all know introduced the 9th schedule. Second amendment 24 is like not related with reduced voting age, and 61 also. So that like particularly they have asked which of the pairs given above are not correctly matched. So we have to like answer that option that is not correctly matched. So 2 and 3 are not correctly matched, and that is given in option C, and option C states 2 and 3 only. Moving on to the next question. They have asked eco network is related to Option C, ecology and environment. Ecology and environment. Option C is correct for this question. That is ecology and environment. Moving on to the next question. Next question is related to the constitutional amendment, 103rd constitutional amendment. That is 100 question. They have asked with reference to the 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019. Consider the following statement. Like what does amendment that is being made by 103rd Constitution Amendment? First statement is it introduced the 10% EWS quota. That is also true. Then second statement states it amend Article 15 and 16 of the Constitution. It is also correct. So both the statements are correct. So like basically they have asked which of the statement given are not correct. So like sorry for the misconvenience. The correct option for this question is option D. The correct we were on 100. Sorry. Wait a minute. They have asked like which of the statements given above are not correct. So like both these statements are correct so the correct answer for this question is option D, not option C. Neither one nor two. Neither one nor two is the correct answer because both these statements are correct. And there are here which of the statement given above are not correct. So moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 101. It is of awards, and here also they have asked from the match something kind of match the following. With reference to the gallantry awards, consider the following pair. Gallantry award they have mentioned, and we have to tell like which gallantry award is correctly matched with the descriptive form. Paramveer Chakra, like we all know, it is the highest military decoration award, and Ashok Chakra, highest award during peacetime. So, but Sena Medal is not exceptional devotion in the Air Force. So, 1 and 2 are correct, and 1 and 2 is given in option A. So, basically, option A is correct. And but here they have asked which of the above pairs are correctly matched. So, correctly match are statement 1 and 2, and it is of option A, 1 and 2. Moving on to the next question. Moving on to the next question. Next question is which of the following article of the Indian Constitution empowers the president to grant pardon? Pardoning powers are given in Article 72, and Article 72 is given in option D. So option D is correct for this question. Moving on to the 103rd question. 103rd question is 6x6x6 strategy is related to which of the following disease? So it is related with anemia. So option C is correct for this question. Moving on to the 104th question. 104th question states 38 parallel is the separating line between which two countries? 38 parallel line is the separating line between two countries. And the correct answer for this question is North Korea and South Korea. North Korea and South Korea. Option is correct. That is North Korea and South Korea. Moving on to the next question. Next question states, question number 105. The Crime in India report is an annual publication of which of the following organization? The Crime in India report is an annual publication of which of the following organizations? So National Crime Records Bureau published Crime in India report, and National Crime Record Bureau is given in option C. So option C is correct for this question. Moving on to the 106. To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India is a provision made in the fundamental duties. It is given in fundamental duties to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. So option D is correct for this question. Option D is fundamental duties. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 107. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee is constituted under the Environment Protection Act 1986. Environment Protection Act 1986. Option C is correct for this question. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee is constituted under Environment Protection Act 1986. Moving on to the next question. Next question is 108. The Vishaka Guidelines of the Supreme Court of India is related to which of the following? It is of sexual harassment at workplace, and it is given in option D. Option D is correct for this question. Option D states sexual harassment at workplace. Moving on to the next question. Next question is 109. What is the name of the condition in which human body is deprived of the adequate oxygen supply at the tissue level? At the tissue level. So the correct answer is hypoxia. Hypoxia is a condition in which human body is deprived of adequate oxygen supplied at the tissue level. Option B is correct for this question. Moving on to the next question, it is of statements related to electoral bonds. Question number 110. With reference to electoral bonds, consider the following statement. And the first statement is, it is a financial instrument for making donation to political parties. This statement is correct. And the second statement is, State Bank of India is authorized to issue and encash these bonds. This is also correct. So basically option C is correct for this question, and option C is it. Both the statements are correct. That is both 1 and 2. So basically both 1 and 2 are correct for this question. Moving on to the next 111 question. It is of match, like again similar to the above mentioned questions. And it is of like they have asked blue collar job. Like here they have asked which of the pairs given above are correctly matched. So blue collar job is related to manual labor that involves the hard work, like related to hands or like other things. Moving on to the second statement, gold collar jobs they have asked, like it is related to highly skilled workers like advocates, doctors, teachers, professors. And the next is red collar. Red collar is also related with government workers. So basically 1, 2, and 3, all the statements are correct. So the correct option for this question is 1, 2, and 3. That is option D. Moving on to the 112th question. Which of the following countries forms the lithium triangle? Which of the following countries forms the lithium triangle? Option A is correct for this question. Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia. Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia forms a lithium triangle. So option A is correct for this question. Moving on to the next question number 113. How many members can be nominated to Lok Sabha by President? Recently, like this amendment has been made, and so the correct answer for this question is 0 members. Now, like no members can be nominated to Lok Sabha. Earlier, it was Anglo-Indians. 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community were like nominated by the president to the Lok Sabha. But now, like 0 members are nominated. So, correct option for this question is option A. That is 0. Moving on to the next question. Question number 114. Which of the following cases involve the largest bench till date constituted by Supreme Court? And the correct option is option A, Keshav Nanda Bharti case, and it is related to like 13 judges bench. It was. Which of the following cases involve the largest bench till date constituted by Supreme Court? And the case is Keshav Nanda Bharti case. This case is also known as basic structure case. Moving on to the next question. It is of match the following. They have asked constitutional sources of constitutional provisions. Question number 15. Question number 15. In first statement, the institution of speaker, like Britain, we have borrowed from Britain. It is correct. Residuary power. We have borrowed from Canada. So Australia is not correct. So statement 2 is incorrect. 3, we have borrowed from Australia. That is concurrent list is borrowed from Australia. So this is like also incorrect. And presidential elections we have borrowed from Ireland. So basically statement 1 and 4 are correct, and statement 1 and 4 is mentioned in option A. That is option A is correct. Option A is 1 and 4 only. Moving on to the 116 question. 116 question states, consider the following pairs. And the correct option, it is from days and date. The correct option for this question is 2 and 3. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? So the correct option for this question is option C, 2 and 3. World AIDS Day, 15 December, International Day of Person with Disabilities, Human Rights Day. So moving on to the next question. They have asked the term base erosion and profit shifting. The term base erosion and profit shifting is related to curbing of tax evasion by multinational companies. Option B is correct for this question. Option B states curbing of tax evasion by multinational companies. Curbing of tax evasion by multinational companies. Moving on to the next question. It is of case. Question number 118. The Supreme Court of India declared right to privacy as a fundamental right in which of the following case? So this case is KS Patwasamy versus Union of India, and it is given in option B. Option B states Justice KS Patwasamy versus Union of India. So option B is correct for this question. Moving on to the 119th question. Deva, the Blue Heart campaign is related to global awareness raising initiative to fight human trafficking. So the correct option is option A. Option A states global awareness raising initiative to fight human trafficking. Moving on to the 120th question. 120th question is Vivid Bharati is also known as Vivid Bharati is also known as. So the correct option for this question is option A, commercial broadcasting service. Commercial broadcasting service. So the correct option for this question is commercial broadcasting service. Moving on to the next question. What is the new name of the merged entity of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha channels? It is a like very easy question from the current. The correct option for this question is option B. That is Sansad channel. Sansad channel is the correct. Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha channels are being merged, and it is like one channel has been made. That is Sansad channel. Moving on to the 122nd question. 122nd question is Baba Kalyani Committee is related to Special Economic Zones Policy. Baba Kalyani Committee is related to Special Economic Zone Policy. So the correct option for this question is option D, Special Economic Zones Policy. Moving on to the 123rd question. 123rd question states S20 Water Wise Program for the Children of India is an initiative launched by UNESCO. S20 Water Wise Program for the Children of India is an initiative launched by UNESCO. Option B is correct. Option B states UNESCO. Moving on to the 124th question, it is basic question. Punchi Commission is associated with center-state relation. Like option D is correct for this question. Center-state relation. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 125. We are left with only 25 questions. And the question states, with reference to forest, what is the season between winter and monsoon referred to as? So the season between winter and monsoon is referred to as forest fire season. So option B is correct. Option B states forest fire season. Moving on to the next question. The project Sunrise is related to rising HIV prevalence. Rising HIV prevalence. Option B is correct. Option B states rising HIV prevalence. The project Sunrise is related to rising HIV prevalence. Moving on to the 127th question. Which of the following initiative results in the adoption of the founding principles of the non-aligned movement? So correct option for this question is Bandung Conference. Bandung Conference. And the correct option is option B. Moving on to the next question. Where can be the impeachment charges initiated against the President of India? It is like in both the houses, like either of the house of the parliament, either in Lok Sabha or either in Rajya Sabha. So option D is correct for this question. Option D states either of the house of parliament. Moving on to the next question. Question number 129. Which article of the Indian Constitution contains the emergency provisions? So emergency provisions are contained in Article 350 to 360. It is a basic question. Option B is correct for this question. Article 350 to 360. Moving on to the 138th question. The Hague Convention 1954 is related to which of the following? And the correct option for this question is option C, prevention of cultural heritage. Prevention of cultural heritage. The correct option for this question is option C, prevention of cultural heritage, the Hague Convention 1954. Moving on to the next question. Who discovered ABO blood group system? Who discovered ABO blood group system? Option C is correct for this question. Carl Landsteiner. Carl Landsteiner. So the correct option is Carl Landsteiner. Option C is correct. Param Ganga is related to, next question is Param Ganga is related to, it is a supercomputer. Param Ganga is a supercomputer. So option D is correct. Option D is states per supercomputer. Moving on to the 133rd question. What is the name of India's first Venus mission? What is the name of India's first Venus mission? So the correct option is option C, Shukrayaan. Shukrayaan is the correct option. India's first Venus mission name is Shukrayaan. Moving on to the 134th question, which states which is the hottest planet in our solar system. So the hottest planet in our solar system is Venus. Everyone knows about it. Option B is correct for this question. 135 question is of legal principle based question. Like I'll not repeat the legal principle. You can see the question on my screen. I'll just repeat the correct answer. The correct answer for this question is D. D, option D. D is not liable as the injury is not directly caused. The principle states international application of force to another person is actionable in law, and the facts are P and D are unknown to each other. When P is about to sit on a chair, D intentionally pulls it away, as a result of which P falls on the floor and is injured. So basically, option D is correct. Option D states D is not liable as the injury is not directly caused. So moving on to the next question. Next question is question 136 and states principle is consent is a good defense in civil action for tort, but the act should be same for which consent was given. And the facts are B was formally invited by A to his house. B, after sitting for some time in drawing room, moved to the bedroom of the house. A sued B for trespass. So basically, the correct answer for this question is option B. Sorry. The correct answer for this, I have marked the wrong option. The correct option is option D. B has committed trespass as there was no consent of A for entry in the bedroom. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. Option D states B has committed trespass as there was no consent of option A for the entry in the bedroom. So make it correct. Option instead of option B, option D is correct. Moving on to the next question. Principle is the communication of a proposal is completed when it comes to the knowledge of the person whom it is made. Facts are E sent a letter making a proposal to B to purchase the house of B. So option E is correct for this question. Option E states the communication of a proposal is completed when B reads the letter. Moving on to the 138 question. 138 question is principle based. Principle states a person is said to have committed assault when an apprehension is caused in the mind of a person that he is about to use physical force against his body. And the facts are A abuses B while he was sitting in a moving train by aggressively shaking his fists when B was standing on the railway platform at this time. Option C is correct for this principle based question. Option C is A has not committed assault against B. A has not committed assault against option B because the principle is state person is apprehension caused in the mind. A has sorry, the correct option for this question is option A. A has caused apprehension of assault in the mind of B. So like C is not the correct option. A has caused apprehension of assault in the mind of option B. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question 139. It is of principle based. Principle is nothing is an offense which is done by the child under 12 years of age who has not attained sufficient maturity of understanding to judge the nature and consequence of his conduct on the occasion. Facts are X 11-year-old boy picks up gold ring worth 5,000 lying on a table in his friend's house and immediately sells it for 2,000 and misappropriates the money. So the correct option for this question is option D. Option D states X will not be protected under the principle stated above because his acts showed that he was sufficiently mature to understand the nature and consequences of his conduct. So option D is correct for this principle based question. Moving on to the next question, 148th question. We are left with only 10 questions. The principle is defamation is the publication of a statement which tends to lower reputation of a person in the estimation of other members of the society generally. And facts are A writes a highly offensive and derogatory letter about B and said it's to directly to B in a sealed cover. So option B is correct. A is not liable to B for defamation since there is no publication to any other person in whose estimation the reputation of B could be brought down. So basically, option B is correct. A is not liable to B for defamation since there is no publication. Moving on to the next question, that is question 141. Its principle is in case where there is an infringement of legal right even without any actual loss or damage, the person whose right is infringed has cause of action. Facts are principle P was wrongfully prevented by a returning officer from exercising his vote in an assembly election. The candidate for whom he wanted to give his vote won the election. Still, P brought an action claiming damages. Option B is correct for this question. Option B states P would success in his action as he was wrongfully prevented from exercising his legal right of voting in that election. Moving on to the 142nd question. Principle states law never enforce an impossible promise. Facts are E made promise to discover treasure by magic. So like option A is correct for this question. Law will not enforce the promise. Moving on to the next question, that is question 143rd. Principles are an agreement without free consent can be enforced only at the option of the party whose consent was not free. Fact is, A obtains the consent of B to enter into an agreement by putting a gun on the head of B's girlfriend. So option A is correct for this question. A obtains the consent. Okay, so like this question, like I'll check this question. It states like I'll repeat it again. Principle states an agreement without free consent can be enforced only at the option of the party whose consent was not free. So basically, fact states A obtains the consent of B. A obtains the consent of B to enter into an agreement by putting a gun on his B girlfriend. So like option A is correct for this question because it is in the hand of B. Like B is responsible. If he wants to enforce this agreement, he can. If he doesn't want to enforce this agreement, he won't. So option A is correct for this question. Moving on to 144th question. Principle is law does not penalize for wrong which are travel in nature. Facts are in the course of discussion, A threw a file of papers at the table which touched the hands of B. So basically, option D is correct for this question. A is not liable for his act as it was travel in nature. Very easy question. Moving on to the 145th, we are left with only 5 questions. It is of a statement with related to the Speaker of Lok Sabha, and here all 3 statements are correct. So option D is correct for this question. That is 1, 2, and 3. Moving on to the next 146. Third schedule of the Indian Constitution is related with allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha and allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha. So option C is correct. Third schedule is related with allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha. Moving on to the 147th question. Which of the following contains the regulation for management of the company? So option C is correct again for this question. Articles of association is like regulation for the management of company. Moving on to the 148th. The term India Arc is the name of India Underwater Observatory to scientifically study the Arctic region. India's underwater observatory to scientifically study the Arctic region. Option D is correct for this question. India's underwater observatory to scientifically study the Arctic region. Question number 149, second last question of the question paper. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha can ask a member of the House to stop speaking and let another member speaking. This phenomena is known as yielding of the floor. This phenomena is known as yielding of the floor. We have discussed this question earlier in our coaching also. Option B is correct, yielding of the floor. Moving on, question number 147 is articles of association. So like moving on to the last question of the question paper, 150th question. Which among the following is not an essential in the formation of contract? So like A, C and B, like offer, acceptance and consideration, all are correct. And like damages is not an essential. So option D is correct for this question. So like we have discussed the sets B of the Jamia Millia Islamia BLLB entrance question paper of 2022. If anyone has any problem related to the answers or question or marks, he can drop a comment in the comment section. We'll surely review the comments. So thank you for watching this video.